Trust is the foundation of any romantic relationship, but there is a paradox almost no one talks about. Women's emotional experience, their energy, their needs, their sensitivity changes throughout their hormonal cycle, not because they are unstable, but because their biology is dynamic. Hello, I am Dr. K. Paul Stoller, and so the question becomes, how do you build lasting trust with someone whose emotional world naturally shifts? First and foremost, there is a biological reality. A woman's hormones influence her emotional openness, her stress tolerance, her desire for closeness or space, and how safe or loved she feels. These shifts are not flaws. They are evolutionary design. They helped women assess threats, evaluate partners, protect offspring, and build social connection. But this also means her experience of the relationship can feel different from week to week. Not because the relationship changed, but because her internal world shifted. But that brings a trust problem. Trust in a relationship cannot be, I trust you when you're in a good mood. I trust you when your hormones are balanced. I trust you as long as everything feels easy. Because when trust is conditional, it isn't trust. And yes, once trust breaks, it rarely returns. So, what, if anything, can be a solution to this conundrum? The answer most people miss. A woman does not trust her partner because her emotions are stable. She trusts her partner because his emotional center is stable. Her deepest question, often unconscious, is, can you remain grounded when I cannot? When her hormones shift, when emotions rise, when she loses center for a moment, she is looking to see whether you lose yourself with her or stay present. She trusts the anchor, not the weather. This is the essence of masculine emotional leadership: steady presence, calm nervous system, consistency of tone, integrity of behavior, not dominance, not control, just reliable groundedness. So, what does this mean in practice? How can a man trust someone whose feelings and perceptions change with her biology? Feelings are weather. Weather is real, but it's not a foundation. What a man can trust and what he can't. Her values, her self-awareness, her self-regulation skills, her relationship to accountability, her track record of repair, her ability to come back to center. That is the man's trust checklist, and it would behoove men to go through this checklist before making a commitment. If a woman is ruled entirely by her emotions and does not anchor them in values or self-regulation, she is not a safe partner, period. Remember, you don't try to fix or argue with someone else's feelings. You hold steady, you stay grounded. Your stability becomes the container she can relax into. Because once she experiences that, my emotions are allowed to move, and he remains here, steady, with me. That is when trust becomes unshakable from her POV. The takeaway: the feminine is the tide, the masculine is the shore. You only need to be true to yourself and consistent. When the shore is steady, the tide becomes beautiful. That doesn't mean there won't be red tides or king tides. And you might have to consider you may have parked your shore next to the wrong ocean. And that kind of insight becomes possible when you remain in your center and grounded. Trust is not built by controlling someone else's emotion. It is built by embodying stability. If you want a relationship that lasts, become the one who can remain calm when the world shifts. Because love doesn't require perfection, it requires grounding. And it sure helps to pick the right partner more than you know. Do what you need to do to make sure you understand whether or not you are picking the right partner.